Yes, people, welcome back to another stream, and it is another episode of Player Ratings. Yes, people, let's see who we've got in the building. Make sure you drop a like on the stream. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel as we go through the player ratings from last night's game. Let's see who we've got in the building. Yes, in the chat for a shout out. We've got Larry in the building. We've got JSH. We've got Ashars. Big up to Karl. Big up to Laren again. McLaren, Dunican. Big up to Kipat's Kids. Sam Martin. Jen Jose, big up to Donovan, DJ1, Chris Kirk. Good to see you guys. Hopefully you're all doing well this morning or this evening. I've seen a couple people tuning in already from Australia, which is good to see. Big up Q'd Ram. Feel like I've not seen you in a while. Big up to Stephen Wetham. Good to see you, man. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Please make sure you drop a like on the stream. That is 8 wins in a row for Manchester City now. We're starting to put a little bit of a run together. Look, there's still things that we need to improve on. We'll obviously get through that as we go through the player ratings. Defense primarily is something that I think it still needs work, in my opinion. I think we're letting too many chances in and conceding still too many cheap goals. However, we're winning football matches, and ultimately that is the aim of the game. That is the most important thing, and we are doing that right now. 8 wins in a row. We need to continue that, as I've said for a long time. I think we need to win every single Premier League game now, up until the game when we play Liverpool at Anfield, because I think we need to put ourselves in the best possible position to go to Anfield, potentially, hopefully, not needing to win the game. But, of course, we'll find that out as we get through the season. Big up to Italian Stallion with a super chat. Says, wow, Matheus Nunes, man of the match performance. He says, was attacking the lines brilliantly. Loved everything about what he did yesterday. Pep should give him more minutes, knowing Pep, he's going to bench him next game. He probably will bench him in the next game, bro, because that's literally what he does. But, yeah, listen, I mean, we'll get into Nunes as we go through the show, but just sort of summary comments on Nunes. I thought he was great last night. I thought the way that he was able to break the lines, drive forward with the ball, create space for other players. Got a nice assist as well for Julian Alvarez. I think he's a great player. I've said this all the time. I think he's a really good player. I really like him as a player. It just, like you say, almost, I know you're kind of joking about it, but at the same time, does he become a regular starter for our football club? I don't know. I don't know if he does, but listen, I think he's performing well at the moment, and it's his first season at the football club. He's still, 24, 25, I think, so still a little bit of growth there and still a little bit more potential. But the way he drives forward, honestly, man, it's good. I'm really liking him. So, yeah, big up for the super chat. I agree with your comments, and like you say, he probably will be dropped for the next game. But let's not waste no time, guys. Let's get straight into it. With the player ratings here, I'll get this up on screen as always. We'll start with the goalkeeper, work our way forward. 6 is average. Anything below that, you think that they sort of negatively impacted the game. Anything above that, obviously, you think that they were a benefit. Big up to Stallion again for the super chat. I agree with your comments there. Okay, let's get into it then. So let's start off with Ederson. Okay, 90 minutes played, 2 saves. 1 high claim at a 94% pass accuracy. The guy only misplaced 2 passes in the match, 4 long balls, 3 successful, also won an aerial duel. Now, before I give my rating on Ederson, I am going to have a look quickly at the goal that we conceded last night, because I didn't see too many replays. However, I felt that he could have potentially done a little bit better on that. So if I can try and find it, and I can have a look and maybe see. Do any of you guys have any comments on the goal? Could he have done a little bit better on the goal? Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find the goal from last night on Reddit. I'm gonna have to scroll back a little bit to last night. Here we go. I think we're at last night here. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look. Let me just. Obviously, I can't show you guys because I'll get copyrighted in it. That's unfortunate the way it goes, but. I want to see if he could have done better, because I felt like in real time when we was watching the game yesterday, I did think he could have potentially done a little bit better, to be honest with you. But let's fucking hell, where is it, man? Jesus, there it is. Right, I've got it up now. Right, let me have a look at this goal. Could Ederson have done better on this goal at the near post? Late goal again, man. Bit disappointing to concede it. No clean sheet. 1 less on the goal difference. Gvardiol gets smoked. We know that. We'll speak about that when we get into Gvardiol. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like he could have done a little bit better, to be honest with you. But at the same time, to be fair, that's a bit harsh. The guy does absolutely blast the ball across him. Yeah, I think maybe I'm being a bit harsh there. Maybe a bit harsh. I don't think I don't think he could really have done too much. Okay, in that case then, I don't know. I'd probably give him, passing was on point. Couldn't really done too much there for the goal. I'd probably give him a 7.4, 7.5. Yeah, just sort of standard middle of the road type situation. Yeah, I give him a 7.5. I think that's about fair. What are you guys giving him? 7.5 from exploits. Yeah, I'm with you there. Karl said Ederson 10 out of 10 for protecting Rico. Hey, I tell you what, bro, there was one point during that moment that I thought he was going to get sent off because he put his arm around the guy and then pulled him back. And I thought, you know, mate, what are you going to do? You get sent off here. Just be careful, be careful. But obviously, luckily, it was fine. So yeah, I'm going to give him a 7.5, to be honest with you. K Rose 7.5, Chris with a 7.4. Yeah, we're all in the same sort of area there. Big up to McLaren Max says, LB, I'm scared of Liverpool. Defense needs to improve. I'm scared of Liverpool. I'm scared of Liverpool. Facts, bro. And you're right, defense does need to improve. Absolutely does need to improve. Big up Stallion says, Ederson, loved Ederson defending Rico yesterday, but needs to calm down. I don't know if he tried to choke the guy, but that could have been a red if it was more serious. I agree. Yeah, we'll come on to Rico now because I didn't think Rico had a particularly great game yesterday. But it was good to see him defending. You know, if you remember last year, Pep Guardiola was calling for more of that. He said, my players are not defending players. So, you know, the team are fighting. I think there was some quotes from Pep Guardiola last night where he spoke about the players need to step up and sort of, he's seen a little bit more aggression in training and stuff, and he likes to see that. Of course, you don't want it to boil over and become like scrapping and that, but yeah, things are looking good at the moment, absolutely. And yeah, I agree with that, Stallion. Big up for the super chat again. Right, let's get into Rico Lewis, guys. I didn't think he had a particularly great game yesterday. This was his heat map from the game, so it does invert infield and dries forward as well. 90 minutes played, 1 clearance, 1 interception, got dribbled past just once, did win 4 out of 6 ground duels, lost possession 10 times, 88% passing accuracy, 4 long balls, 2 successful. The stats are not that too bad, to be honest. The stats tell a decent picture, but I just do feel like he gives the ball away a little bit too much, and he just needs to dial that in. Now, this isn't a new thing. I said this last year, that he does give the ball away a little bit too much, and I think he needs to work on that. But he is still very young, you know what I mean? I do feel like some people forget how young he is. I think he's only 19 years old, is he? He's younger than Oscar Bob, which is kind of mad given how many games Rico Lewis has played compared. Yeah, he's only 19. He only just turned 19 in November as well. So he is very young. And I do feel like sometimes we judge him off maybe a little bit more of a regular player than when we play like an Oscar Bob or Mika Hamilton. But Rico Lewis is younger than Mika Hamilton, and he's younger than Oscar Bob, and he's playing a lot more. So I do feel like we need to be a little bit more, not fair, but more like generous to him because he's still developing, but wasn't good. He just needs to improve that sort of that ball retention and just tighten the passing up. That's it, really. That's the only criticism. So I would probably give him I'd give him a 6. I'm going to be fair and give him a 6. Yeah. Brett's with a 5. Listen, I understand that. I'm not going to sit here and argue with it because he did give the ball away a few times. But I'm going to try and be generous. I'm going to give him a 6. Just needs to tighten up the passing. One of the things that I would say is because he's so intense, the way he moves with the ball, the way he's sprinting around, I think it might actually help him if he just slows down a bit. I think he might be playing at too fast a speed. And then when he's making those passes, he's not got the calmness and composure. I think if he just slows down a little bit when he's on the ball, I don't think he'll lose it as much. But I think he's a great player. The interesting thing will be is where does his long-term future lie sit? Is it right back? Is it midfield? Or is it just a sort of utility player? I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to give him a 6. Brett's with a 5. Nora with a 6.3. Ashaz 6. Nora 6.3. Backbencher with a 6.7. Audit Elias or Alias with a 6.3. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 6. I'll give him a 6. Big up Pitblup says Doku was meh yesterday, frustrating to watch. Listen, Pitblup, I think I said this when we signed him. He's going to wind up a lot of City fans because of the way he plays. He's a very aggressive attacking player. He likes to take on his players. He likes to get past players. But his final ball still needs work. And I think you're going to get some City fans that love him because of how aggressive he is when he's taking players on. And some City fans who are just more sort of focused on final ball and end product and are going to be a little bit more wound up. So I think he's a great player for talking points because I think you're going to be able to speak about him when you're talking with your mates at work, at college, when I'm doing the streams or we're chatting to each other. I think it's going to have such a lot of sort of debate on him. But I think personally, I like him. But I do think I do think his final ball needs to improve. But I do like him as a player, 100%. Big up Piplup. We'll get onto that as we go through. Okie dokie. Let's go on to John Stones. This is his heat map from yesterday's game. So obviously played off of the right hand side because Rico inverted more infield, so he drifted in sort of to a right-sided centre back position, kind of. Did obviously drive forward a lot. 90 minutes played, 2 clearances, also made 2 block shots. Got dribbled past the 1 time. 2 ground duels, won one of them. He won all 3 of his aerial duels. 92% pass accuracy, which is nice. 5 long balls, 4 successful. I feel like I didn't actually see that much of John Stones yesterday. I agree with Karl in the chat. A very steady game, a very steady performance. I don't think it was one of his best performances that we've ever seen where he drives into midfield because he didn't really have that role yesterday, of course, because Rico Lewis was playing. But I actually think it was a smart move from Pep Guardiola because it was his first game starting since he's come back from his injury. Do you really want him playing in that midfield, weird inverted midfield position, sprinting around, darting around the pitch when he's just come back from an injury? The answer to that is probably not. I think that position that he played last night is a very steady, calm position for John Stones. He doesn't have to move as much as he does when he plays in midfield, but we still get to see some of him driving forward at times and giving the balls to the forward players. So, listen, a very steady game. I'll probably give him, I don't think he did much wrong, to be honest with you. I don't think he could have done much about the goal either. I'll probably give him, well, I don't think he could have done much about the goal. Let me just watch it again. I'm just checking just to make sure that I'm not being biased on other players. So let me just watch this again. So he goes round Gvardiol. Could John Stones have done anything? I don't know. It's kind of difficult. He kind of loses his man a little bit, to be fair. I'll give him a 7.4. 7.4, I think, is probably about fair. Maybe that's some high. Yeah, he did. I'm watching it, bro, and I'm like, could he have done better on the goal, John Stones? I mean, potentially. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one, to be honest with you. I think he could have done slightly better. I think Ederson could have done slightly better, but I think the fault really is all on Gvardiol. Yeah, I'm going to give him a 7.4. K with a 6.5. City Till I Die with a 6.8. Lizzie says 7.8. Nora with a 7. Audi with a 6.9. Mad Exploits with a 7. Okay, so maybe I'm a little bit higher on the ratings than some of you guys. But yeah, I'm going to go Godry with a 7. Yeah, it looks like I'm a little bit high then, to be fair. Okay, let's go. Let's move it on to Nathan Ake. Where was he in that goal, by the way? Because he should have been the left-sided centre-back. Let me just double-check the goal. Where was Nathan Ake in this? So the guy goes around him. Could he have not done better as well, to be fair? He could have closed down the cross. I feel like he could have done a bit better there as well. I think the whole defence just let ourselves down a little bit on that goal. I think Gvardiol gets skinned. I think Ake needs to close down. Once he sees that guy's got past Gvardiol, I think he needs to close down the player. Stones could have done better. Ederson could have done better. So I think he's got some fault there at the goal as well. Anyway, this is his heat map. There we go. 90 minutes played, 1 clearance. He won 3 out of 3 ground duels, won 1 out of 3 aerial duels. 95% passing accuracy, guys. This is really starting to improve now. We're seeing this game on game. His passing accuracy is good. And it's not like last year or the year before where his passing was just left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Yeah, and it's like, oh, Nathan Ake's got a good pass accuracy, but he doesn't actually do anything with the ball. Now he's making forward passes. He's making good attacking progressive passes, which is a benefit to our team. So to see 95% pass accuracy when he's making those plays, he's very good. Long balls need some improvement there with 4 long balls, only 1 successful, 1 dribble attempt, which was successful as well. Yeah, good game. I do think he should have done better on that goal, to be fair. I mean, watched it back. I think he should have done a lot better. I think as soon as he sees that Gvardiol's in trouble, go and close him down. That's what I think he probably thinks that he should be doing as well. But other than that, good performance. I give John Stones a 7.4. I don't really see too much difference between the two, but I do think Nathan Ake could have done better on the goal. So I'll give Ake a 7.2 for me. I'm going to give him a 7.2. Good performance again, but probably could have done slightly better on that goal. Herbal says, 7.5, Nora with a 7.5, Godwin with a 7.5, Exploit 7.4, Ashaz 7.5, Ake changed the score to 7.9. True Blue Tie says Nathan, same as John, looks solid, very truthful defender, 7.5. Yeah, no, I get that, Godfrey. But as a Premier League footballer, I think when you're in that position, I think you've got to expect the unexpected. And as soon as he sees that Gvardiol's in trouble, he is slow to react, in my view. It's not a major issue, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm comparing him and Stones, I don't really see too much between them. I do think he could have done slightly better there. Hence why, for me, I would put him just slightly below John Stones. Okay, let's go on to Josko Gvardiol. This is his heat map. So slightly different position for Gvardiol. Usually we're used to seeing Gvardiol up here towards the sort of crossing position, corner flag position, but he was much more sort of not inverted, but similar to Stones, but on the other side, a left-sided centre-back, and obviously did push in more centrally as we went up the pitch rather than playing sort of a left-wing position. 90 minutes played in the game, 2 interceptions. He won 4 out of 7 ground duels, 2 aerial duels, 1 out of 4. Lost possession 4 times, a 96% pass accuracy, which is very good. 1 long ball, which was successful. 2 dribble attempts, successful as well. Look, I think he had a good game up until when he got skinned. Yeah, he got absolutely skinned, didn't he, by the attacking play. I'm going to watch that again. How did that manage to happen? He just gets absolutely beat for pace. Does he do much wrong other than just get beat for pace, guys? Like, if we're being honest, what does he actually do wrong there? Is he a bit flat-footed, maybe? I just feel like he just gets done for pace. I'm watching it again. Does he actually do much wrong other than just get absolutely burnt for pace there? I don't know. I don't know if he's done much wrong there, to be honest with you. I've watched it a few times there, like, other than just get absolutely burnt for pace, which could happen to anyone, really, if he's slower. But listen, I think he's had a good game. I'm still very happy with the signing. I'm still very happy with him in the team. I'm going to give him... I'll give him a 6.9. I give him a 6.9, which I still think is a good score, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I think it's a good score. And I genuinely think that looks worse than it actually is. Now, some people will say, nah, you're just defending him, LB, because you love him. I do like him. I don't love him. I do like him. I do think he just gets beat for pace. I don't think he does that much wrong. Let's see what you guys are saying. Ovid Zane says, I like Gvardiol, but he's not blowing my mind exactly. I give him a 7. Ashaz 7. Bradley Mangs with a 7.3. Exploit 7.7. Every year, someone does a message to him. He switched off, says Elder. Total Football with a 7.6. Steven says the defense simply switched off because the game was over. No excuse, but it's true. Yeah, probably, bro. Probably, because, Stephen, watch the goal again. Watch Ake. You're telling me Ake does that in the 50th minute? No, he doesn't. He sprints over to the guy and stops that cross, in my opinion. So I agree. I'm going to give him a 6.9, which is slightly lower than you guys, but still a decent score to be fair. I think we got another super chat. Stallion again, man, with another super chat. Thanks for the support, Stallion. Says, I don't know if it's just me, but when Diaz and Stones start together, I feel more comfortable. Pep wants clean sheets. Start Ake, Diaz, Stones, right back Akanji, Walker. Yeah, 100%. 100%. That there, yeah, that centre back, that defence there of Ake, Diaz, Stones, Akanji, Walker. I guess you play Akanji, Walker depending on what game you play. If you're in a more progressive game, you're playing a team where you really want to push forward and create chances and dominate possession. You play Akanji. If you're playing a game where you're a little bit more wary of the counter attack, the opposition, you probably play Walker. But that is 100%. I don't think you'll find anyone that disagrees that that's our best starting four, depending on, obviously, Akanji, Walker, depending on the game. 100%. I feel a lot more comfortable when that's our back four. But at the moment, Pep's obviously liking Gvardiol on that left-hand side because he's bringing something to the team which he obviously likes. But yeah, Ake left back, Diaz, Stones, Akanji, Walker is definitely our best, our strongest thing. And listen, I would also say this, Stallion. When we get to the deeper rounds of the Champions League, I'm not talking Copenhagen because I don't think we'll see it against Copenhagen. But when you play the Bayern Munichs, the PSGs, Real Madrids, Napoli, Barcelona, them sort of teams, even Arsenal, I will be very surprised if he sticks with Gvardiol left back. Not because left back's ass, not because Gvardiol's ass, because Ake is just far superior as a defensive option at left back. So I think when we get into the Champions League deeper stages, I think we'll see a slight change in the defence, in my opinion. I'd be surprised if we don't. Yeah, big up for the super chat again, man. Thank you for the support. Right, let's go to Rodri. Wow, that goal gave me flashbacks, guys. Did it give you flashbacks of the Champions League final? That's his heat map. Very conservative on that. Normally, we see Rodri pushing forward into sort of this area of the football pitch. But yesterday, he played a very sort of defensive game. Interesting. 87 minutes played in the game, 1 goal, 87% pass accuracy, 1 key pass in the game, 11 long balls, 6 successful, which probably explains why his pass accuracy is slightly lower, because he did a lot of long balls, over half of which weren't successful, or just over half of which were successful. 1 shot on target, which was obviously the goal, 2 dribble attempts, 1 successful, 6 ground duels, 4 of them won all 5 of his aerial duels as well, which is fantastic. He made 2 clearances and got dribbled past just the 1 time. Obviously, no yellow cards as well, which is absolutely crucial as we are going towards that match day 32 game where it resets. We've just played 22, so what's that now? 9. Yeah, 9 games left, and he's only got 3 yellow cards left available. So it's going to be... The one thing that I would say is the next 5 or 6 games, you know, we're not playing like Liverpool's, Arsenal's. We're playing teams that we should be beating, really. I was quite surprised that he stayed on the pitch as long as he did. He only got subbed off after like 3 minutes to go. So I was quite surprised at that. I thought he would have took him off as soon as we went 3-0 up. But I guess it just shows you what Pep thinks of him and how highly he rates him as part of this team. Good, got the goal, nice. I don't feel like it was his on-the-ball best performance. I feel like because he didn't go forward as much, we didn't see him making all those plays. So I don't think it was like one of his all-time best performances, but still a very solid performance, still a very good performance. And for me, the question that I have is, does he become the first player on this player ratings that gets in the 8s, or is he just below the 8s? No, he got the goal. I put him at a solid 8. I'm going to give a solid 8, man. Yeah, I'm going to give him a solid 8. Gets the goal for me and gets himself into the 8. Mad Exploits with an 8.5. Nora with an 8.5. Audi with an 7.9. Herbal 8.1. Rodri's calming himself with his heated moment. I think because he knows, bro, he has to. Otherwise, he could cost us big time. Rodri flashback goal, 7.7. So not quite in the 8s there. Godri with the 8. Dipto with the 8. Interesting. Arvida's saying Defo went 8. Big up to Macolo says 8 as well. So most people have got him in the 8s. There are a couple of people that have just got him slightly below that, which is about right. Right, let's get into Matheus Nunes. Let's have a look at this, guys. That's his heat map from yesterday. I thought it was fantastic. Yeah. Listen, again, stuff that we need to improve on, but everyone needs to improve on stuff. Yeah. Everyone needs to improve on stuff. But it was everywhere on the pitch. The way that... Let me get the stats out and then we can get into that. That's his heat map anyway. 90 minutes played in the game. Got 1 assist. 88% passing accuracy. Misplaced just 7 passes with 4 key passes in the game and a big chance created, which was, of course, the goal. 2 crosses, 1 successful. 2 long balls, both unsuccessful. Had a shot on target, 1 shot blocked. 3 dribble attempts, 2 successful. He won 6 out of 12 ground duels and he won 3 out of 4 aerial duels. Lost possession 16 times, won some fouls there as well, and made 1 clearance. Got dribbled past the 1 time. Do you think that was his best game in a Manchester City shirt, guys? One sec. In the chat, was that his best performance in a Manchester City shirt? Let me know. Oh, there it is. Bloody hell. I was looking for my water, man. Couldn't find me water. Mouth's going dry. I think it was for me. I think that was his best performance in a City shirt. And of course, Burnley come to press us yesterday. And normally, when teams press us, we try and play out from the back. I say try. Obviously, we're very successful at it. What Matheus Nunes does, he offers us something different because, of course, he can do that as part of his game. He can become a player which plays out from the back. But what I really like about him is that he can also turn on the ball and sort of flick it behind him and then just run with it. And when a team presses you and you're able to do that, it's a very, very powerful weapon. Now, what I would say is it's a very risky strategy because if he gets it wrong, he'll lose the ball on the edge of our penalty area or in our defensive third. And, you know, we could be in trouble. But this is effectively what happens, man. So if we just quickly get the football on the pitch here, yeah. So normally what we do is we pass, and we try and break the press, right? But what he does, the ball will come into him from this position here. And instead of him just passing it there, because usually that's what Rodri does, isn't it? Say this is Rodri here. He receives the ball and he plays it to someone in this position, which is usually Stones, Akanji, Walker, and then we'll try and play it up the pitch like this, right? What I really like about him is he doesn't do that. He gets the ball and then he'll spin on the ball, and because you've got all the pressure from Burnley coming up this way, he can literally take out 2, 3, 4 of the Burnley players on the press. And like I say, it's a very, very, very powerful weapon. However, you do have to be careful, because if he gets it wrong, I mean, you've seen where he was on the football pitch, then on the tactical pad. He's very deep in our position, and we could be in trouble. But I really like the fact that we've got that option, and the fact that he drives forward with it. Again, probably needs to improve his final ball ever so slightly, but I'm liking it. I'm definitely liking it. For me, I'm going to give him a player rating of... I think his overall game was probably better than Rodri last night. I know Rodri got the goal, but I think his overall game was probably better than Rodri, in my opinion. So for me, I give Rodri an 8. I'm going to give Nunes an 8.1. I'm not going to go crazy and give him massively higher than Rodri, because Rodri did get the goal as well. I guess Matheus Nunes got the assist. I'm going to give him an 8.1. I think he was better than Rodri last night. Obviously, different positions, different stuff, but I think he just looked better on the eye. Georges with an 8.3. Beyond Belief says he opened plays. Wait, what was he say? He opens the play with those turns, but he's choosing the right moments. Well, that's it. It's about the right moments, because if he does it at the wrong moment, we're in trouble. But I really like it. Asmodeus says his pace is underrated as well. If it felt like him and Doku together on the left terrorised Burnley. Facts. Audi says Burnley was so easy to run through. 2 or 3 City players did it. He did, but Nunes was doing it the most, 100%. True Blue Tie says Nunes so happy for him, proving doubters wrong. Man of the match easy with an 8.5. Asmodeus 8.2, Makolo 8.1, 8.3, 8.2, 8.5, 8.8. Wow, 8.2. Okay, yeah, buzzing. Well, we'll get into the man of the matches as we progress through the player ratings. By the way, guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream if you've not done so already. Over 200 people locked in. Unfortunately, Thursdays are not the best day for Nobbins, so he couldn't make it today. So when City play on a Wednesday, it's difficult to get Elbins on the Thursday because he's busy on Thursdays. So we're able to do it today. Who next? Come on, guys. It is him, Kevin De Bruyne, back for Manchester City with his first start since the first day of the season when we played, you guessed it, Burnley. This was his heat map in the game today, yesterday. So over on this right-hand side, which is where he went the most of the time, he did drift off to that left-hand side though as well. 71 minutes played. That is really, really good minutes under his belt. You know what I mean? I think he's played 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 35 minutes, and now he's got 70 minutes in under his belt now. So we've got 4 days rest, kind of 5, because the game on Monday is a night match. So he's kind of got 5 days rest now. Today, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then Monday, the whole day until we play on the Monday night. So he's got 5 days rest, essentially, 4 sleeps. And it'll be interesting to see if Pep and Kevin De Bruyne and the fitness team and the medical staff think he's okay to start again. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see if he starts against Brentford. 1 assist, beautiful assist. Beautiful assist. The weight of pass there was phenomenal. 88% passing accuracy, which was it's actually quite high for Kevin De Bruyne, because usually Kevin De Bruyne's got a low passing accuracy because he's trying adventurous style passes and he's normally in the 70s, but that's actually quite high for Kevin De Bruyne. 1 key pass in the game, 1 cross which was unsuccessful. 5 long balls, all successful with 1 big chance created. Had 1 shot off target, 2 shots blocked. 3 dribble attempts, 2 successful. I've got to say, guys, this area of his game, I don't know, has he always done that? I don't know. When he was doing it, I was like, bloody hell, Kev's getting stuck in today. 4 ball recoveries out of 7, 2 aerial duels, 1 of them won. Lost the possession 13 times. And yeah, there we go. I did feel that for me personally, I genuinely felt that that ball recovery, the amount of tackles he put in, I don't know. I don't know whether it's just because I've not seen him, or we've not seen him since May properly. Has he always done that? Has he always made tackles and we've just seen it yesterday? I don't know. It was a bit weird. It was watching it. I was like, what's going on here? But yeah, great game from Kevin De Bruyne. Defensively excellent. On the ball, great. The passing was amazing. That cross that he put in for Matheus Nunes from the free kick, and Nunes was just a bit offside, was awesome as well. Yeah, he just class. The question is, was he better than Matheus Nunes? Was he better than Matheus Nunes? It's a difficult one. I'm gonna say, yeah, he was. I'm gonna say he was, guys. I felt that the presence of him being on the football pitch, as well as everything that he did in terms of the attacking, the defending, on the ball, I'm gonna say he was just about better than Matheus Nunes. So I'm gonna give Kevin De Bruyne an 8.4 match rating out of 10, which is higher than Matheus Nunes. I'm going to do a man of the match poll in the chat. Let me end this current poll, which is currently there. Guys, make sure you do drop a like on the stream if you've not done so already. Who was man of the match yesterday? The options I'm going to do Alvarez, because he got 2 goals, KDB, Nunes, and is it going to be Foden or is it going to be Rodri as the other option? Foden was good, but I'll put Rodri in there. I think Rodri will probably get more of a chance. Right, man of the match, Paul, live in the live chat now. Guys, get me your thoughts in the live chat. If you're watching back on the replay, let us know in the comments who your man of the match is. Yeah, I'm going to give Kevin De Bruyne an 8.4, which is probably going to be a man of the match, depending on what I give these final couple of players. Okay, let's move it on to... Let's go to Jeremy Doku, because I've seen a lot of conversation on social media last night after the game and this morning about Jeremy Doku. I've seen a lot of you guys in the comments last night during the watch along. I've seen a couple of you already today speak about Jeremy Doku and his performance last night. So let's go through the stats and we can have a conversation. That's his heat map. Obviously, nothing to be surprised about there. He did twitch towards the end of the game. 90 minutes played, 86% passing accuracy, 4 key passes in the game, which is impressive. 3 crosses, all unsuccessful. No shots. 9 dribbles, 6 successful. 10 ground duels, 1, 17 successful, which I want to speak about that in a sec. Lost possession 18 times. Made 2 interceptions. Okay, so my personal opinion, first of all, I felt like his work rate yesterday was much improved to what we've seen earlier in the season. You know, everyone's seen Pep Guardiola shouting at him in the Spurs game, yeah, not working hard enough. Yesterday, complete opposite. I felt like he was working his socks off. He made a couple of good ball recoveries, a couple of good tackles, where previously he might not have been sprinting back. So that side of his game was very, very good. Taking his players on was absolutely fantastic. He absolutely ruined Vitinho on that right-hand side. Well, Vitinho's right-hand side, our left-hand side. So I think he played well. Now, having said that, does his final ball need to improve? Yes, he does. But he's only 21. You know what I mean? And I think that, like, sometimes we demand a little bit too much. We all know it takes time for players to learn and get and become a good player. For me, I think Jeremy Doku is above where I'd expected him to be this time of this season. Do I think that is the finished article, the finished product? No, obviously not. Do I think that I want him starting every game? No, I would have started Grealish last night. But I do feel that, like, he's a very exciting player that if he can just refine his final ball, he's going to get so many assists, guys. So many assists and so many more goals. But listen, I accept it. I do accept that, yeah, his final ball needs to improve. But I do feel like some people have been a little bit harsh, to be fair. I'm going to give him a 7.5. I'm going to give him a 7.5. I personally thought he played well last night. Yes, his final ball needs to improve. I get that. But I think he played well last night. Let's have a look what you guys are saying on this one, because this is going to split opinion on this one. This is 100% going to split opinion. Adam says, nah, Doku needs to get a lot better. He can't fail the final ball so often. That's a fair comment. Fair comment. Doku needed to release the ball sooner on a couple of occasions, but he did get back doing his defensive work, which was good to see, says beyond belief. Karl says, great player, just needs to sort out that end product, but I think that will improve over time. He needs to slow down and get his head up. Yeah, that's fine. He makes good runs in behind, says Guna Nails. John Rowland is the Doku Protection Society, who says, get off his back, he's still learning. That's what I'm kind of like, just like, he's still learning. He's still very young, isn't it, John? So I'm kind of with you, man. Ovida Zane says the cutback crosses he does need some work. Always seems a little off on those in the box. I agree. Herbal says, I personally think Doku did quite all right last night. Room for improvement, but sure he's young. Norman's not having it. He says Doku ruined Vitinho, but made nothing effective from it, so it doesn't matter. 6.5. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 7.5. I think he did all right. Steven says, Doku man of the match shout for me. Fucking menace. See, this is what I said. I knew this would happen. As soon as we signed him, I knew this would happen. I knew it. Because you've got some City fans who are like, he's just fucking terrorising the defence, he's mint. And then some City fans are like, yeah, that's all well and good, but he's got no end product. I knew this would happen. As soon as we signed him, I was like, he's going to split the City fan base. He's going to be torn on this one. At least it gives us something to speak about, guys. You know what I mean? At least it gives us something to speak about. Big up Stephen for the super chat, mate. I appreciate it. Pitbull says 7.5. Rico Lewis was better than him last night. So I just disagree with that. I disagree, Pitbull. I don't think he was better than Doku. I think Rico Lewis gave the ball away in unnecessary areas of the football pitch. Doku gave the ball away in attacking areas of the football pitch. I love football, innit? It's mad how like we all watch the same game and have different opinions. And isn't it great? It's actually great. Big up for the super chat, man. But I disagree. I honestly disagree with that. But it's just opinions, isn't it? But I knew this would happen. I knew it. As soon as we signed him, I knew this would happen. Guys, if you're watching back on replay, join the conversation on this one, man. Because I think we're going to have this for as long as he's at the football club, we'll have these debates. Okay, let's go on to Phil Foden, who was moved to the right wing yesterday to compensate for Kevin De Bruyne. Big up for all the donations, by the way, guys. You guys are going wild this morning. Thank you very much for the support. Massively appreciate all the support on the channel. Okay, right wing Phil. Obviously, we want to see him in the middle, but Kevin De Bruyne's back, so you have to kind of make way. Will we ever see Foden and Kevin De Bruyne in the middle together? Fingers crossed one day we see it. 76 minutes played in the game. He got 1 assist. The assist, which one did he get the assist for? Wasn't the Alvarez one. It was the Rodri one. It was the Rodri goal. He cut it back for Rodri. Okay, nice. 84% pass accuracy. 1 key pass in the game. 1 cross. 2 long balls, both successful. 2 shots blocked. 2 ground duels, both not won. Other than the assist, the stats don't really do him a lot of justice there. I think we have to go to the eye test for Foden. I feel like when he's put out on that right wing, you are going to not see, in my opinion, as good a Phil Foden as you potentially going to be able to get, because I think he's a midfielder. I think when he's in the midfield, he gets on the ball a lot more, and he's better. He's just better in midfield. So whenever he's on that right wing, you're probably not going to get the best Phil Foden. Having said that, still think he was very good yesterday. He actually, was it him who put the ball in behind for Nunes or Alvarez or someone? Did he get a pre-assist as well, guys? For the Alvarez first goal. Who was it who played the ball in behind for Nunes? Was that Foden? Or was it Kevin De Bruyne? Because if that was Foden, that means he got an assist and a pre-assist. I know a lot of people don't care about pre-assist, but I'm just trying to boost his numbers. Yeah, I thought it was Foden. It was Foden, wasn't it? Yeah, so he got the assist and he got a pre-assist off that right-hand side. Yeah, man. Good performance. Decent performance. Let's not go crazy. I'm going to give him... Let's not go crazy. Is that not harsh? I think I might give him an 8, you know. He got an assist and he played the ball behind for Nunes. Very rarely lost the ball. I'm going to give him an 8. I'm going to give it an 8, man. Honestly. Start him with a 7.4. 7.9 from Norman. Stanley with a 7.7. True Bootai with an 8.1. Ovidi's aim with a 7. Audi Elias with a 7.9. 7.3, I forgot he was on the pitch sometime. You forgot he was on the pitch, bro. He got an assist and he put the ball in for Nunes for the first goal. So, you know, is it not all about impact? If I stand on the pitch and touch the ball once in 90 minutes, but that one is a goal, like, surely I'm getting a good rating, no? No, I don't think it is bias. Yeah, I think an 8. I think an 8's fine. I don't think 8's outrageous. He got an assist and he put the ball in behind for Nunes and very rarely lost it. But listen, if you don't want to give him an 8, you can get close to 8s, but 7.3? 7.3? That's low, bro. That is low. I think that is low, man. Honestly, I really, really do. Little Pip up again said, I just don't trust Doku, not good enough yet. Do you mean you don't trust him in the final ball? What area, what, when you say you don't trust him, I'm just genuinely curious here. What do you mean you don't trust him? You don't trust him defensively? You don't trust him on the ball in terms of not losing it in bad areas? Are you talking about you don't trust him to provide goal-scoring opportunities? Like, what area of his game do you not trust him? Because if you're talking about defensively, I accept that because we've only seen it really yesterday. He needs to work on that consistently. But But in terms of like not creating goal scoring opportunities, is that trust or is that he just needs to improve? I don't know. Let me know. You don't have to send another. To retain possession. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And we did see that. Was it the Fulham game at home where he lost the ball? Didn't really need to lose the ball in the area that he did, and then he didn't track back. Listen, I agree with that. That's a fair comment. This is so biased, not real. I don't see how it's a biased opinion. I'm not giving him an 8.5. I'm not giving him an 8.2. I'm giving him an 8. He got an assist and put the ball in for Nunes, who then got the assist for Alvarez. He was involved in 2 out of our 3 goals. I don't see how that's really... I just honestly don't see how that's a controversial take. Right, let's move on from him. Julian Alvarez, 8.3 sofa score rating. I love Alvarez's heat map, bro. He just has no heat map anywhere. He just doesn't have a heat map. Do they not track him or something? Do the people who do the heat map, do they not track him? He just doesn't have anything. 8.7, 87 minutes played, 2 goals after 0.94 expected goals. So he outperformed his XG. 2 shots on target, 2 goals. That's good to see. And his second goal was a very good finish. 80% pass accuracy. I don't really care about that when he has so few passes. 3 crosses, all unsuccessful. 1 ground duel, not 1. 1 clearance. He was a striker yesterday, wasn't he? He was a proper striker. None of this nonsense dropping into midfield, although he did kind of do that a little bit when Haaland had come on. But for the majority of the game, he played as a striker. And I've got to say, the first goal, although it's an easy header, is in the area. I think people underestimate that. So many times you see crosses coming in, the strikers are nowhere to be seen, yeah? Alvarez in the right place at the right time. That's a skill in itself. And then the finish for the second goal. I know the plaudits will go to Kevin De Bruyne, but I don't think he actually looks at the net. When you watch the replay, he's just looking down at the ball and he knows where the back of the net is. It's a great finish. Tucks it around the goalkeeper. Great goal. Does he get man of the match? Ooh. Does he get man of the match? He did get 2 goals. But does that mean he gets man of the match? What did I give Kevin? 8.4. I gave Kevin De Bruyne an 8.4. I'm going to give Alvarez... I ain't sitting on a fence. I'm going to give him 8.5. Fuck it. I'm going to give him man of the match, man. And I know that I know a lot of people won't agree with that, but I'm going to give him man of the match. As well, right? I do feel that this guy's been a little bit harshly treated this season. Now, I agree at times his performances have been a bit meh, but come on, guys. He's got 15 goals and 10 assists. 25 G&A already this season. 2,334 minutes played, divided by 25. He's getting a goal or an assist every 93 minutes. He's our backup striker. I think we need to be a little bit harsh, man. Not we need to. I think we've been a little bit harsh on Alvarez. I do agree at times this season he's not really been great or effective, but I think it was only for like a 6 or 7 week period. Start of the season was mint. Recently he's been mint. I mean, if you look at his recent form, Premier League, 2 goals against Burnley, nothing against Newcastle, goal against Sheffield United, goal against Everton, nothing against Palace, an assist against Luton. He's getting involved against Huddersfield. He had a goal and assist there as well. In the Club World Cup, 2 goals and assists. So I do feel like he's getting back on it. So for me, I'm going to give him an 8.5. I'm going to give him man of the match. I think he deserves a little bit of praise because he has been a little bit not unfairly treated, but I just feel like we might have been a little bit harsh on him. Right, let's have a look at the poll in the chat for the man of the match. You guys have decided with 40% of the vote that Matheus Nunes... Oh, wait a sec. It's now a split decision between Alvarez and Nunes. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to end the poll and do a separate poll now just between Alvarez and Nunes. So we're going to eliminate Kevin De Bruyne and Rodri. Alvarez, Nunes. Final poll to decide the man of the match award between Alvarez and Matheus Nunes. Have your say in the poll. This is the final one as we've eliminated. It's like a Royal Rumble. We've eliminated Kevin De Bruyne and Rodri. I'm going to give it Alvarez just because I think the 2 goals were so crucial. But you could have given it Nunes. You could have given it Kevin De Bruyne. I wouldn't have given it Rodri personally, despite the goal. For me, it's between those 3. I would have given it Alvarez for the goals. But yeah, get your votes in. Haaland back as well. Good to see him back last night, wasn't it, guys? Didn't really do too much. I'm sure you've all seen the clip again going around social media this morning where he went to kick the ball with his left foot and completely miskicked it, which is quite funny. But it's great to see him back. I wonder if he's going to play against Brentford because he's been back since last Thursday, which means he's been back in training a week. 8 days, 9, 10, 11, 12. He would have been back 12 days by the time we played Brentford on... Oh, wait, no, sorry, I got that wrong. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, no, it's 12 days. It's still 12 days. I just did it the wrong way around. Yeah, it's 20. It would have been back 12 days by the time we played Brentford on Monday night. So I wonder if Haaland could be in with a shout at starting. Did look a little rusty last night, but obviously he's only just come back. Well, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he plays. It would be interesting to see if he plays. Let's have a look at some of your comments on last night, and then we'll have a look at the poll in a minute for the Man of the Match award. Brentford will injure him. Yeah, potentially. Brett said, I'd play him against Brentford. Would I play him against Brentford? I don't know. Alvarez is doing good at the moment. I probably would, you know. I probably would start him, but I don't know. I'm not desperate to start him, put it that way. I'm kind of, if you want to start him, fair. If you don't want to start him, fair. Like, I would probably start him. But, like, I'm very, very close to being just like, nah, Alvarez is fine. Alvarez is fine. Let's see what you guys are saying. Haaland was dying to score. Doku should have found him on that one drive forward. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Energetic but rusty as expected. Facts. We need that KDB Haaland reunion already. I knew Pep was going to do that, by the way. I said it at the start of the game. So I knew Pep Guardiola was going to sub off Kevin De Bruyne for Haaland. How funny was the Haaland miss last night? Yeah, it was pretty funny. Haaland isn't made of glass. His injury from overwork, not trauma. He will be fine, says aboard with this. No issue playing the Viking versus Brentford. Piplup. I'd start Scott Carson against Brentford. Steven says he'd start him as well. We need Grealish more minutes, so I'd expect him to start with Brentford. LB, mate, I think Haaland will execute Doku chances better than I thought. Bro, I didn't read the second part of your message there. On my screen, it's a second line. I just thought you said, LB, mate, I think Haaland will execute Doku. Whoa! Relax, Bray. What are you talking about? KDB Haaland off the bench versus Brentford, says Georgios. Let's have a look at the poll. Who did you guys vote for man of match? It's still 50-50. Guys, please just decide who the man of the match is, man. It's 50-50. It's picking up pace. It's picking up pace. There's only 70 votes, guys. There's over 200 people in the stream right now. Come on. I'm going to give it one more minute. Go to the live chat function and have your vote in the poll. It's free to vote. Just vote in it and we can finally give our man of the match. But it's 50-50 at the moment. Come on, guys. RIP Doku. Brutally killed by Erling Haaland. I know Erling Haaland gets a life sentence without Doku and Haaland. That's not good, man. That's not good. Right, there we go. I'm going to end the poll. Alvarez takes the win with 55% of the vote. Julian Alvarez, with the goal scoring bias, gets man of the match. I agree with that. I agree. But to be honest with you, Nunes very unlucky to not get man of the match. KDB unlucky not to get man of the match as well. I think they were all three of them, all of them deserved it for me. I thought they were all great. And listen, now we turn our attention to the next games. Let's have a look at the fixtures coming up in the next weeks. Let me get this up on screen for you guys. There we go. So coming up next, we have Brentford away. Tough game. That's going to be a tough game, man. They narrowly got beat yesterday by Spurs. Obviously, Ivan Toney's back as well. We need to win the game, man. We need to win the game. Especially if Liverpool beat Arsenal. Yeah, if Liverpool beat Arsenal on Sunday, then the pressure on that is going to be absolutely insane. Everton at home, 12:30 kickoff. Kind of stinks a little bit, that, but we should be, for me now, I think we should be winning all our home games, man. Any game we play at home now against any team, if we don't win, I'm disappointed. Even Arsenal at home. I'm disappointed if we don't win. We got to win them games. So, yeah, bit of a dodgy week coming up, but we need to get the 6 points out of that. Then we go to Copenhagen. First leg away. I know a couple of you guys are going to that, going to the away game there. Make sure you enjoy yourself if you go. Important to get a decent result there so we can come back and potentially rest a few players in the second leg if we're able to get a decent result. Chelsea at home. It's a home game. We should be beating them. They're absolutely whack. We should be winning that game. Then we play Brentford again at home. A little bit better because it's a home match, but again, it's going to be tough. Bournemouth away. Have they fell off? Are they doing all right still? 2 L's in a row there for Bournemouth, but they are a good side. They are a good side, so that could be trickier than people actually think. Then we go to Luton Town away. That's not easy. Luton's a difficult place to play football, but it's an FA Cup game, so I don't really care about performance. Just get me a 1-0 win and I'm bothered. United derby match at home. It's a derby we need to win. It's at home. We should be winning the game. Copenhagen, before the Liverpool game. This is why it's important to get a good result away in Copenhagen in that first leg. So then potentially, I'm not talking about wholesale changes, by the way, in this Copenhagen game. Unless we win like 5-0 away, right? But I'm giving the respect to Copenhagen. Yeah, they got out of a tough group. I'm giving the respect to Copenhagen. I'm not talking about wholesale changes in that second leg. What I'm talking about is if you're able to get like a 2-3-0 win, right, which is still very good. And by the way, I'm not saying for any sort of guarantee we're going to get that because I think it'll be a tough game. Then you just might be able to drop 1 or 2 players. You might be able to rest a couple of players in that second leg just to be a little bit more fresh for that Liverpool game. And then obviously March. March is grim. Guys, look at March. Look at March. United, Copenhagen Champions League, Liverpool away, Brighton away, Arsenal at home. And I think as well, we probably have another FA Cup game if we qualify for the 6th round. Also, we might have a quarter-final. We might have a quarter-final as well. So there could be 2 extra games that month. So you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus an FA Cup if you win. So it's 6, plus at least 1 Champions League, 7, maybe 2 Champions League games. I don't know when the Champions League games are played. Let me have a look. Champions League dates. When are the Champions League dates? Here we go. Quarterfinals. Quarterfinals are... Oh, that's the draws. No, I don't want the draws. Oh, no, it's in April. It's in April. Oh, never mind then. Never mind. There is no Champions Leagues in March other than that Copenhagen game. Let me have a look at the FA Cup then. 6th round. Or the quarterfinal. Yeah, the quarterfinal is in March. We'd have 1 extra game. So we'd have 6 matches in March. If we beat Luton, we'd have 6 matches. So yeah, tough. It's going to be a tough month. But we've got to set ourselves. This is why actually people keep on going. March is the month. March is the month. March is the month. Yeah, March is the month if February is the month. If February isn't the month, if we drop some stinky performances and stinky results in February, forget about March, mate, because it's probably going to be too late. We have to have a good foundation. We have to get the results this month. Yeah? All the home games have to be wins. They have to be wins. Chelsea at home has to be a win. Everton at home has to be a win. Because we're in a situation where we're hunting down Liverpool, man, and Liverpool are cooking right now. We can't afford any slip-ups. That's why we need Arsenal to do us a favour on Sunday, man, to be honest with you. Did you see all the Joe Hart flop on Twitter? Oh, bro. What is Theo doing, man? Bro, he thought he was right as well, innit? He hardly played for City. He was not City's number 1. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? He literally came back from loan and displaced Shay Given. Shay Given, one of the Premier League greats. I'd say he's a Premier League great, Shay Given. I think he's been in the Premier League a long time as a solid goalkeeper. And displaced him and was mint. And the only reason he left Manchester City was because he couldn't play football with the ball at his feet. That's it. That was the only reason. I don't think it was anything to do with anything else. No ego, no this, no that. He just couldn't kick a ball. And we all know that, unfortunately. You know what I mean? Old school English goalkeeper. Very good stopping the ball from going in the net. Well, I'd say old school, even modern, even a lot of the more modern English goalkeepers are not great with the ball at his feet, you know? So that was nonsense. And then he was like, didn't play for England. He played what? I think, what's the other guy called? I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, he said, yeah, he played at 75 caps for England. Honestly, man. Honestly. Oh, guys, I'm buzzing for this month, man. We need to have a good month. If we do, we are there. We are big time there. We are big time there. Yes, Wireless. Good to see you, man. Right, I'm going to wrap up, guys. But is there anything anyone wants to talk about? I've got to dip out, man. I'm off out. By the way, watch along tonight. We are confirmed. I am back. I am available tonight's watch along. So laugh along. Man United versus Wolves. I am going to be live. But I'm out all day. But I didn't know if I was going to be back in time. But I am going to be back. No, I'm not on any stream. I was meant to be on Judge Mo's stream today, but I'm going out after this. I ain't back till later. So, but the whole point was I didn't know whether I was going to be back in time for the Wolves game, but I am. I'm going to be back easy. Can you talk on Grealish? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Grealish. Someone said he's got family problems, but I don't know, man. I've not heard anything about family problems. And if he is, I don't really want to speak about if he's got family problems. Like, it is what it is, isn't it? But yeah, I don't know what's going on with Grealish. I mean, he come off the bench yesterday. I thought he was going to start yesterday's game, but it is what it is. Met Joe Hart in McDonald's. McDonald's. Oh, shit. Yeah. Fucking hell. His house got robbed. Yeah. I wonder if that's like still a situation. I don't know. We'll have to see if he starts against Brentford. I'd probably start him against Brentford, to be fair. Let me see who's live. Let's see if we can get a little redirect on. Who's live, guys? I think Judge Mo's live. I'm meant to be on his stream, but I'm not available, so I might repay him. As my apology to Judge Mo by not being able to go on, I might redirect to his stream. Yeah, he's live now, man. He's live now. I'm gonna redirect you to Footy Judge Mo. I'm usually on there with Hussam, but I'm not able to make it, so I will redirect that. Just a warning, LB. If you ever use the term pre-assist again, I will unironically tell you gonna. Yeah, man. Listen, I only do it because I'm trying to boost Phil Foden's PR. Yeah, if he finds that out, man, he'll cook me. Right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Big up to everyone in the building tonight. Massive thank you to all the super chatters. Italian Stallion coming in with a madness. Makaran Max, Piplup as well. Big up to Stephen. Thank you very much for the support, guys. Massively appreciate all the support. Make sure you drop a like on this stream. If you're watching this back on replay, then please give me your comments down below. Do you agree with the man of the match of Alvarez, and what did you think about the rest of the players? I'm going to redirect you now to Footy Judge Mo. I'll be back later on this channel. Wolves take on Manchester United in a live laugh along. Guys, have a great day. Smash it. And I'll catch you later on. See you in a bit.